Anime that first aired on April 21st. Rather than following a typical high school hero, this romantic comedy centers on the awkward and often frustrating dating life of an ordinary office worker, earning genuine praise for its grounded and realistic portrayal of adult relationships. Built around a forbidden romance premise, this chaotic comedy places a young teacher in the impossible situation of living with his female student, who also happens to be the daughter of a Yakuza boss. Set entirely in New York City, this detective story is one of the most well-known early boys' love titles to feature a genuinely action-heavy plot, following two NYPD detectives who solve violent crimes while quietly navigating their relationship. Blending modern high school romance with ancient Shinto mythology, this supernatural drama draws deeply from the folklore of water spirits, creating a story that feels both grounded in everyday life and rooted in something far older. Released during the earliest days of the internet, this dark horror OVA, based on a famous RPG franchise, tapped into a very real and timely fear. Demons summoned directly through computer screens, making technology itself feel genuinely terrifying. One of the first major projects to mix early digital coloring with traditional cell animation, this stylish magical girl reboot brought over-the-top action, comedic chaos, and a bold visual energy that set it apart from everything around it. Built around a story within a story structure, this dreamy Sanrio fantasy sends its pastel characters directly into a fairy tale book, perfectly capturing the soft, otherworldly aesthetic the brand has carried since the 1970s. Placing an usually clumsy and lighthearted Sanrio character into a full Indiana Jones-style treasure hunt, this children's adventure OVA revealed a surprisingly bold and action-driven side of a beloved mascot. Set in a high-tech noir future, this dark cyberpunk detective story features a protagonist who can physically change their gender at will, using that unique ability to navigate a world of mystery, identity, and shadow. Focused on the corporate world of golf during Japan's bubble economy era, this rare adult sports title blends athletic competition with office politics and mature comedy, a combination almost never explored in anime before or since. So culturally impactful that its signature weapon, a metal-weighted yo-yo wielded by a delinquent schoolgirl turned undercover cop, was eventually banned in some Japanese schools for inspiring real imitation. The very first animated adaptation of the manga that later inspired Ghost in the Shell, this foundational cyberpunk OVA helped define the hand-drawn cybertech aesthetic that shaped the entire look of late 80s science fiction animation. Considered remarkably avant-garde for its time, this mecha war OVA broke from genre conventions by including a deeply psychological dream sequence, exploring the inner fears of its pilots in a way no mecha series had dared to attempt before.